So which is another conversation. But what do you think about these young Palestinian journalists who know they have lost 39 journalists that have been killed, right? There are journalists who have buried their family members and back to reporting, right? No journalist has to be this brave. No journalist in the world has to be courageous
Yeah.
for doing their job. No journalist has to be brave. What do you think of those journalists in Gaza, who are relaying, who are putting Instagram? They're getting very popular. And that's a very heartening thing for me to see that the world is turning to them for information. And that's a heartening development that, people have started seeing through propaganda and misinformation. So they've started turning to these voices. What do you make of this development?
Honestly, it's like a double-edged sword. Like I look at them and I think these kids are heroes. Like some of them are kids,
Yeah, yeah, they are
some of
very
them,
young.
like for example, yes, like for example, Al Jazeera Arabic's reporter Wael al-Dahdouh, he buried his family, and the
Yeah,
next day he went back up on the roof of a building in Gaza City, and he went back to reporting. And for me, that yeah, it's the ultimate sacrifice to not be able to grieve and to take a moment for yourself. He couldn't do that because to him the weight of the responsibility on his shoulders is astounding. And I was thinking of myself at one point, like I was working and I'm like, I need to take the day off. And then I was like, this guy just buried his children and he's gone back to work. I need to shut the hell up, you know? And then you've got the young folks, the younger people who are doing this. And if it weren't for them and if it weren't for local journalists, we would know nothing,
yeah.
and obviously there's more citizen journalists out there, that are coming out, and they're doing such important work because all of us,
Yeah.
we're relying on telephones, we're relying on messages, but they're on the ground, they see things, and also their day-to-day life, like looking at them, talking to other people, like how they're, taking care of animals, how they're taking photos of people, moving from the north to the south of the Gaza Strip, things
Yeah.
like that. All of these, they
Humanized
relay
it.
emotion. They
Yeah.
they relay emotion. They relay, sound and sight and everything. And they're our eyes and ears. And without them, we would just have, I mean, we would have something, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely not the same. And I feel sad for them that they have this responsibility, because
Yeah.
at this age and under these circumstances, they need to be in a very different realm, so to speak.
But do you also